I'm here at Epcot to check in on all the construction going on around the park, as well as talk about rumors about what's been delayed or maybe even canceled in today's Parks Update. So it's been a while since I've been to Epcot. It's been so long, in fact, that, well, the last time I was in this courtyard, there were still Levo Legacy stones. I was here more recently than that, but I came in through the back to eat at the Regal Eagle. So I took the Skyliner and haven't been to this area since, I guess, last year. I am digging the trees. And of course, I haven't seen the fountain, or at least the pylons that go on top of the fountain yet. As someone who's actually been here in the 80s, it's pretty cool seeing that. Strangely, in a way, I kind of remember that more than I remember the flat fountain that we've had for the last 20 years. Now, obviously it's going to be a lot better around here when these work walls aren't here. And having just walked over to the bathroom and then walking back, seeing the amount of work walls, and I'm barely into the park yet. This is, well, it's work walls, the Epcot. Of course, one of the first things you come across, Spaceship Earth. Supposed to be updated, and had we not entered into a global crisis, it probably would have closed to be updated pretty soon, or already had. But that is one of the few projects that has been officially postponed indefinitely. It is a very windy day. Remy, are you going to be okay there? Spaceship Earth is open, but all of the Progress Tomorrow after exhibits are closed at the exit. And after exiting the ride, no matter which side you get out onto, you are dumped out into a dead end. This side with guest services, the other side with bathrooms, and just long winding work wall paths leading to the either side. And if you try to walk down to the dead ends over at the exit to Spaceship Earth to try to get a look at the construction or the lack thereof in the center hub of Future World, you're not going to see much. They have some pretty tall work walls. So, and I'm not going to stand on a chair, but maybe from the other side of the park we'll get a better view later on. Even though not much was happening since the parks reopened over in the center hub of Future World, we did see in recent days that they are actually demolishing the front of Electric Umbrella. They've been gutting the inside of Mouse Gear. We have the temporary Mouse Gear set up behind the old Electric Umbrella. But they've already removed the patio outdoor seating area for Electric Umbrella, and they're moving on to the front side. So it's good to see progress. Like they actually are going to turn this into another quick service and get it open. And they do have that temporary Mouse Gear set up until the new store is open. I do wonder what they're going to name the quick service and the gift shop though, or if they'll keep the names. This is the Epcot Experience right here. Just a long corridor of walls. Here's the Universe of Energy building. Interesting angle you don't get to see very often unless you're on the monorail, which is not running. Don't believe there's monorail service to and from Epcot. As you can probably guess, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind still has a long ways to go. I like that. Rock the galaxy. And some rumors have it opening 2022, even though it was announced for 2021. And so they could spread out the openings of all the different attractions. Tron might still open maybe in the fall of 2021, but Ratatouille, which is already ready, is probably being postponed until next year. So instead of 2020, it'll open in 2021. And they probably want to save Guardians for Epcot's 40th anniversary, which is 2022. I do like that they're putting solar panels on the roof, kind of keeping the tradition alive from Universe of Energy's pavilion. And the old Universe of Energy building is just being used for the queue, which they need more of than they used to. and the load station and the pre-show for Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. And it doesn't look like they've got much work done on that section, probably because they're focusing on this, which is the actual ride, with the backwards launch into the gigantic building. Is it the largest indoor coaster ever? And for all the jokes that people made, I mean, they do kind of hide that building pretty well. All it takes is a few trees from this angle and I don't even notice it. Next door, the play pavilion always seems to be getting roof work done. Yeah, there they are, working on the roof. And even though we have no idea when the play pavilion will be opening, I have a feeling that even when it's ready, they might hold off because all play areas at Walt Disney World are closed due to pandemic concerns. But once both of these are open, it'll be nice to have something for smaller kids to do while the older kids are riding the roller coaster next door. You know, or the other thrill ride. Or the other thrill ride. And speaking of, is this work wall around here going around what would be the entrance to the Space 220 restaurant? So like the ride entrance, restaurant entrance. While not an attraction, Space 220, the restaurant, was also supposed to open this year. Perhaps we're waiting on the actual Patina restaurant group to be ready to staff it. They also run restaurants at Disney Springs and the Italy Pavilion here at World Showcase. And they might just not be ready to open a restaurant at this time. Last time I was back here to look at the restaurant, it was just bones, but now we got a fully enclosed go away green building here. Space 220 is definitely one of those things that I will check out, but I'm not too big on eating at a restaurant inside during this time. So, you know, when the world kind of gets back to normal, I'm looking forward to that. This is another walkway of work wall doom. Please don't rain, please don't rain. Another project that is continuing, or supposedly continuing, is the Journey of Water, inspired by Moana, which will pass through here leading into Future World West. This is the side that they were using for meet and greets and the Art of Disney store in the front. Although neither of those are actually open anymore and they've all been walled off, most of that structure still remains. So right here in this empty gap used to be where you could find Fountain View, Starbucks, Club Cool, but the front half of this community core building is completely demolished. And from aerials, we saw that they were doing work above the utilidor in that area to reinforce it for the new festival center. Now, with everything in flux, people are wondering or speculating that the festival center that looks like the table with the legs, the Jetsons building, might get pared down or value engineered. But they did clear the space for it, even if it changes design. From this side, we can see clear into Electric Umbrella. The whole front has been removed. Not just the patio, but the whole front of the building. That's above the ordering station back there. That's crazy. Right here, you can see clear through old mouse gear. Completely gutted, nothing but a roof and some supports. That's so fake, that fountain is gone. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Another project that has been postponed indefinitely is the Mary Poppins edition, which was supposed to be some type of attraction built back here. In fact, this is a popular meet and greet area for Mary. And this area was practically perfect in every way for Cherry Tree Lane. Of course, we don't know what type of attraction it would be. It was rumored to be maybe some kind of flat ride, maybe an enhanced meet and greet like Enchanted Tales with Belle. Some people believe it was going to be some type of indoor carousel, maybe with animated backgrounds. So I feel like you start in the real world and then you're in the animated world. Whatever it is though, not only is it postponed indefinitely, a lot of people believe it's actually canceled altogether, which would be a shame because I think World Showcase needs more attractions and definitely needs more children's or family-friendly attractions. We'll see. Maybe when all this blows over, they could pick it back up, and one would hope maybe they plus it and turn it into some kind of dark ride, or we get the best of whatever version of whatever it was going to be, because I'd like to see a Mary Poppins ride. There is a food and wine festival going on right now, a taste of Epcot International Food and Wine, and I'm heading toward the World Showplace to check out some mac and cheese. Whoa, it is big in here. Look at that. You can see it from across the room. Mac and cheese. That was really good. I got the lobster mac and cheese and the frozen apple pie, and got to be sure to stir up the frozen apple pie because there's little apple bits at the bottom, and it really hit the spot. It was a really good. I think the lobster was probably a better deal than the lobster tail they have over there, but it's great that they still have booths open. I mean, they're not all the booths of food and wine, but then again, nothing is right these days. So plus they still have like topiaries up, so it's kind of like they mash together food and wine and flower garden. They still have the Remy scavenger hunt going on. I think in November they're going to add some holiday booths, so Epcot fans finally got their wish, I guess. There really is a festival all year round now. Now Remy and I are heading to Paris. If you're really looking for it, from this angle you can kind of see the flats from Ratatouille from here. But you got to really want to find it. Please don't rain. Please don't rain. Please don't rain. Please don't rain. So I'm here in France and heading toward what will be the Ratatouille entrance, or the entrance to the courtyard, which will lead to the Ratatouille ride, and only the Ratatouille ride. They just redid it recently, but this will be the one-way in and out of the courtyard they're building when it's ready. It was supposed to open this past summer, so this ride was already supposed to have been open by now, but they are postponing it probably until 2021. Maybe everyone thinks they might be holding off until the parks can hold more capacity, or maybe because they stopped construction they're just a little bit behind. It probably is done inside the building. They're just putting finishing touches on the courtyard itself. Maybe early 2021. By the spring, definitely I see it opening. I hope so, because we need more rides here in Epcot with all these things closed and the whole front half of the park under construction. And so open the rat. Right, Remy? Oh, and it's raining. That is going to do it for this update. Thanks for joining us on our walk around Epcot Construction Wall Central. Let me know what are the new attractions coming to Epcot you're looking forward to most, and what you think that Mary Poppins thing would have been if it opens at all. Oh, it's so windy. Oh, it's so windy. It's so rainy. Say goodbye, Remy.